Hey Scorpio, welcome to your November reading for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. This is generally a love type reading unless it sways off. I just go wherever spirit takes me. Now, before I get into it, I want to apologize if the sound is not good, and I'm crossing my fingers that it will be okay because my normal cable to my speaker, my son gently sneakily lifted it from my speaker cord and has used it in his PlayStation controller. And he's off at his grandmother's this weekend. So we're improvising. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hey, Scorpio. Okay. As I'm shuffling, the Karma card come out. This is and Temperance, so you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. This is definitely a time of leaving things behind, Scorpio. It's getting your dues as well, I'm hearing. This may also be a time where you're grouping up with other people to make your dreams, goals. You may be leaning on people. People are coming into your life right now that are showing you that change is possible, is what I'm hearing. For some of you, new love's coming in. King of Cups dropped out with the Ace of Cups. Like, if this isn't a massive sign that something great and something beautiful and very loving is coming your way, then I don't know what is. I haven't even got into the reading yet, Scorpio. These are just what are going a little crazy while I'm trying to shuffle. So they're just some side messages, and we'll find out what wants to come out for the whole reading. Yeah, I do definitely see, and I'm sure a lot of you are like, no, focus on the King of Cups, but I'm definitely seeing that there are new people coming into your life. I feel like that they were karmically or like soul contracts, and it might not even be. I'm not even talking relationships. There are just people coming into your world right now that were sent to you, if that makes sense. So keep an eye out, Scorpio. You may be taking up new hobbies or new friendships that are going to move you further on your path. They may even help bring in abundance and those type of things. Yeah. And the cards don't want to talk now. In the pre-shuffle, they were shooting out everywhere. This one wants to come out, and this one. Oh, 9 of Wands and 10 of Swords. I can't even lift them up. Here we go. 9 of Wands and 10 of Swords. This is a real defense energy. I feel like whatever's going on for you right now, Scorpio, you're almost having to defend it. To defend whether it's the right thing to do, to defend your stance on this, like why you're doing what you're doing. I feel like you're almost coming up against everyone to say, well, this is my decision and this is why I want to do it. 10 of Swords, you're done. I feel like you almost made a decision as well. Like, you're done feeling anxious about this. This is the way you want to go. You're going forward with a real fiery energy. And you're going to make it work. No matter what it is, you're making this work. Despite what anyone's saying, despite fears and worries you may have had, you're going to push through those, and you're determined, is what I'm hearing. While I love this deck, it is slippery Ace of Cups. It's come back up. So for some of you, this is new love. This is someone new coming in. Sorry, I'm wiggling that in the glare off. It is ridiculous. Yeah, this is new love. This is newfound excitement and passion for what's coming into your world. It's newness. It's hope. I feel like for a few of you with this 10 of Swords, you've given up, and yeah, like you're still going through what you're going through. You're getting up and you're going through your daily routine and doing all those things, but you sort of gave up that anything good was coming in. You were like, well, this is life and I just have to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it, but I'm not going to enjoy it. No. But no, you're kind of just at that place where you're like, well, this is as good as it gets. This is obviously as good as it gets. It's almost like you gave up, and what they're telling me now is you gave up on the fairy tale, which for some of you may not be a bad thing. To get realistic on what you expect from other people and all those type of things, it's not a bad thing. But to give up on the feeling joy and the feeling hope, that's kind of where it gets a little dicey. You don't, what's life if you can't, you know, have something to look forward to, is what I'm hearing. So Spirit's sort of, they're talking a lot as I'm trying to say this. So while it's good to be realistic and it kind of helps to have that hope, um, you need that drive to push you forward, is what Spirit's saying. And this is what this Nine of Wands is. You've come back with this drive, with this push. And the sun in this card is really standing out to me. So I feel like, and I'm hearing, and I think it's a song. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's newness. You're invigorated. I'm pretty sure this came up in your last reading, Scorpio, or maybe I'm misinterpreting. Okay. So the wheel has come up, which is pretty much the same as the wheel's turning, but it's not turning backwards. You're not going through that same kind of tired, over it energy. It's moving into a place where whatever you've been, okay, so how do I word this? Whatever you've been working through recently is was letting go of things. So if it was in your relationship or anything like that, if it seemed like it was tough, it's because you were releasing so you can move into this new karmic stage, is what I'm hearing. Page of Pentacles. I feel like this was happening. Oh, eating hair. I feel like this was happening so slowly for you that that's where the giving up hope come from as well. Like, you weren't seeing a lot of movement. You were seeing a lot of the releasing and the purging and the karmic stuff. But you weren't receiving your dharma at the same time. So this Page of Pentacles tells me it's been coming in super slow. But the one thing with the page, and this is the Page of Pentacles, and this is why he's my favorite page, or she, is because she gets there in the end. Like, while she's a younger energy and it's new and it's a little bit uncomfortable and it's slow, she does come forward. It's also very much a message. So you may be receiving confirmation in your physical reality that things are changing, and it may come into that, what I said earlier about meeting someone new or finding a new tribe or a new relationship. You're going to see that manifest physically for you, Scorpio. Okay, let's see what else is coming out. Ace of Pentacles, see? So abundance is what I'm hearing. So if you've been stressing and worrying about financial issues, or about your job, if you're having weird hours, or you're not getting enough hours and you've been worrying about covering, you know, financial needs, and moving up to Christmas and this time of year, everything gets a lot more expensive because there are new expenses on top of our everyday or every week expenses. Spirit's saying it's with you during this time, and to just keep doing what you're doing, and ask for, Spirit's saying don't be shy to ask for help abundantly, because I know a lot of people, and Spirit's saying a lot of people, when they pray or when they ask for help from Spirit, they almost don't want to talk about financial things, or they feel greedy doing so. Spirit's saying ask for opportunities to be able to be more abundant. Ask for more hours, or Spirit's saying make sure you ask, because while, you know, we are on the spiritual path and, you know, we want to be spiritual people, we are living a 3D life with money as our energy exchange in this realm. So Spirit's saying you need it to be able to move forward, and there's no shame in asking for it. You know, you're not being greedy, is what Spirit's saying. Oh, the King of Cups has come back out. Now, this could be someone new coming in for you, Sagittarius. You probably are dealing with a Sagittarius. Scorpio, I haven't even done Sagittarius reading yet, so you definitely might be dealing, or you might be a cusper. But this King of Cups, it may be someone new coming in. It also may be you gaining a new control of your emotions, so using them to your advantage rather than letting them control you. Becoming less reactive, so understanding situations that go on and going within and finding out why you're feeling that way and why these triggers are coming up. Like I said, or it might be someone new. The light here is leaving and I don't have my glasses on. If this is someone new coming in, I feel like they're very authoritative, and I almost feel like you're going to be a little intimidated by this person. I feel like you're definitely not going to approach them. You almost feel, and I don't want to say this out loud, but these aren't my thoughts, and you shouldn't be thinking this way, Scorpio. But you almost feel like they're out of your league, but they're not. Know your worth. Know your worth, Scorpio. This person, I'm seeing a suit as well. For work, whatever they work in, they're going to be wearing a suit. And they may be, I'm getting humor as well. So whoever it is funny. Like my funny bone is tickling right now. Whoever it is very humorous and they're very witty. And I feel like they're almost going to stop you in your tracks, like a deer in headlights. Weirdly, I'm also getting a Syrian connection here. But that's neither here nor there. Let's keep it relative, Spirit. Okay, and I'm getting baking. This is the weirdest thing. I'm getting first of all, well, 20th of all, happy birthday, Scorpio. Maybe that's what the baking is. Maybe some of you are getting a cake done, or there's definitely a baking reference coming up. So, yum. Okay, what do we have here? The Lovers, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So while I have mentioned Sag a lot, there's definitely some earth energy going on here. So they may be an earth sign. There's also some water out here. So you may have some water signs. The Lovers is coming up. This, for me, whenever the Lovers comes up, I feel like this is something very long-term. So say some of you may have recently left a long-term partner is what I'm hearing. And that's why when someone new comes in, you may be feeling a little intimidated, a little overwhelmed, because I'm hearing for this group of people that it may have been a long time since you've been out on the dating scene and you were in a very comfortable domestic style relationship. So the thought of meeting somebody new kind of just overwhelms you. Just go with it. Now for another group of you, this Lovers card feels less like a relationship and more like a connection back into yourself. With this balance, it's becoming aligned within yourself. It's definitely this newness that's coming in. It's given you such a spark that you've reawakened, is what I'm hearing. The Ace of Wands. So this Lovers card, this spoke so much when it came out. This Ace of Wands tells me that the passion is going to open back up in your relationships, in every which way. The fact that this I've got a sneeze stuck. It's not gonna come. The fact that this binding rope is unraveling tells me that for a long time the passion was used more for arguing and being frustrated, and all that energy was used in the wrong place. However, coming up here beside the Lovers, it's telling me that misplaced energy is going to be put back in where it belongs, which will then in turn create this balance here. What I love about this card is that they do represent, you know, air and water and fire around here. So it's that real coming together of yourself, getting to know yourself. The infinity signs also standing out to me. So this, like I said, the Lover energy may also be a soulmate type of relationship. What are we on? 14. I'm going to go one more from the Witch's Tarot and then we'll jump into some Oracle. I haven't even clarified. I've been very yappy today. If this resonates for you, I forgot to say, did I say this at the start? Please like if any of this resonates, or just as a nice energy exchange. I do really appreciate the support of Scorpio. You've been one of my best watchers, and I have some Scorpios I love myself. And also, if you're new, please subscribe. I really do. This channel's growing little by little. It's growing, and I appreciate everyone who comes along and grows with me, and all your messages and comments below and sharing your stories. It's really inspiring, and I'm sure it's inspiring for other people. Now let's get back onto it. Nine of Swords. Something has been keeping you awake at night. Okay, High Priest and the Empress. Okay. So something has been keeping you awake at night. It could have been this misplaced energy. It might be that you've been sitting on a lot of issues and a lot of problems for a while and sort of not confronting them and not sorting them out. So they've been kind of hanging around in the background and just causing you grief. And because you haven't addressed them, you're kind of feeling overwhelmed. The High Priest actually speaks to me of, whenever I see it, I don't know why, it's the institution, it's the keys, I just think of marriage. So the newness could be an engagement, it could be a new person. Between the Lovers and the High Priest being out here, your person might be this newfound passion in your relationship might ignite them to want to propose, or you might be the one proposing words. Scorpio. So all in all, this is a really lovely reading, Scorpio. And it's not blowing smoke up your ass. You know, I feel like you've done the work to earn everything that's coming in. So you're deserving. You earned all of this. All of these messages you earned. Now we're pulling from, what's it called? The Romance Angels Oracle. Just to get some clarity and figure out what we're doing. Children. Okay, so it says your love life may be affected by children. So some of you might be trying to fall pregnant and have struggled in the past. Some of you may also just have children, and we know that while they're blessings, they may not, sometimes they can take a little spice away from your relationship. You know, they're the ultimate, excuse my language, cock blockers. So next up is retreat. Maybe you need a weekend away from your children, as much as you love them, and they are our blessings, but sometimes you need a moment away so you can, you know, get your groove on. What do we have? Religious factors. So there also may be an issue between your spiritual path, however that looks, be religious, and theirs. It may not be matching up. Or their family's religion. Like, it may not be that used to have the issue, it might be an external force. Either way, I think it might come back into that defending energy that we spoke about at the start. You may have to defend the relationship you have. Spirit's saying just let those people fall away, providing that you are on an even playing field and you both respect each other, then it's no one else's business. And let their thoughts and opinions slide off their back. Now, I want to use this deck before we close off the reading. This has some great, like, fortune-telling, prophetic type of messages, and I don't use it often enough. So I pulled it out today for these November readings to build a relationship with it. Oh. So far, things are going great. As 10,000 cards drop out of the deck. Okay, let's start that again. Okay. We're going to shuffle this a different way. It's oddly slippery. And I'm kind of mediocre at shuffling. Okay. We're going to pull from the top of the deck. Here we go. It says communication. You need new equipment as your communication has increased in network. An upgrade of data and storage is required. So, well, not very exciting. You need new equipment as your communication has... Well, somebody may need a new phone. Maybe like an upgrade in a phone. An upgrade of data and storage is required. I'm not sure if this is metaphorical. So for communication, someone may need a new phone, someone may need higher internet data, but this also could be spiritual, like in the sense of an upgrade in data. It could be asking you to be more silent and still so you can get the messages coming in. So either way, I'll see you next week, Scorpio. Bye.